is you agree with the Emergency Act being invoked on the protesters in Ottawa.
I was like, get these guys off the streets, man.
Okay.
100%. Like, I'm just, on top of that, I feel like, at least in my space, I feel like half of Canada are kind of like for masks, for the COVID vaccines, half are kind of not. So, like, you're protesting for one side, man. Get off the streets, bro. Like, I'm completely get them off this. They should have been gone already. I'm glad they invoked an emergency act. I'm glad there's no handguns. I'm glad the government's doing what they're doing.
Dang. All right, let's go. Toe to toe, baby. So I know you're grateful that there's no handguns and that everyone gets to be safe. So you're definitely on the track, and I would ask on the side of you will give up whatever you want as long as you're safe.
Here's the thing with me. So when I look at policies, unfortunately, I can't really look at Canada. For me, I can't really look at Canada as a whole. Like, what's best for every single person in Canada? I can say what's best for me and my family. And I feel like safety is not my top priority because I'm not in that space. Like, when you start getting money, safety becomes less and less of an issue because you can afford a lot of things. I don't need safety in my finances. I mean, I have security in my finances. I have security in the areas in which I live. I have security in which, I'm able to, lock down my own house, make a perimeter, just making sure my house is safe. Like, I have the funds to do a lot of that stuff. And that makes me okay with certain things. Like, inflation doesn't really affect me. Interest rates don't really affect me because we have a lot of extra spending cash. So it's just interesting to see. Like, I hate to say, like, I would love to be an advocate of everybody, but I also don't believe that everybody, especially financially, I don't think anyone is really that disciplined in what they're doing anyway. So I was like, I also have that view. So I was like, do we go with the most undisciplined, or do I go with what's I think's best for probably me and the people around me?
Right. And
I'm still for things like the GST reimbursement. I don't get GSTs, but I'm okay with them giving everyone extra money. I'm okay with things like that. But that being said, like, I'm a human. Like, I want my daughter to grow up and not have a lot of the hardships I had. And I worked hard for that, and I'm going to vote for Canada that provides that. And I feel like most of the stuff the government does doesn't really impact me in that way. And if it does impact me, then it's mainly like my family who doesn't have that much money. They're just getting benefits from the government. So it's like a win-win. But protesting the street, get up the streets, man. Get off my streets that I pay for.
You paid for them in Ottawa.
Get off them. That's federal taxes, baby. Get off my streets. For real. Okay. Get off my streets. I don't want your dirty trucks on my streets.
Fair play. I got you.
So that's my view on it. So I guess I kind of straddled that line, but I mean, definitely by what I'm saying. But I mean, I'm all for it, man. Yeah. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Gotcha.